Good morning, friends. We've got breakfast prep going strong. And yeah, that looks ready. So just pour the eggs into the pan. We are just doing toast and scrambled eggs for breakfast. We also have some bananas. Elijah, why don't you grab those bananas out and just put them to the table so that when people come, they know that they should grab a fruit. We've got this loaf of sourdough bread. We have a brand new toaster. Our last toaster, the one slot was all messed up, so it was time to go out and buy a new one. Why don't you just, Elijah, pick that up? Yeah, and just put it in the back there so it's not like so close to the edge right here, because then everything that you take out, the crumbs are just going to go all over the floor. We do need to re-season this pan. It's been a while and I'm not super happy with how my cast iron is working right now, but if you keep mixing it, if you just keep mixing it the whole time it cooks, like it shouldn't be sticking too much. Can I just take a look here? Oh, that's actually not, a little bit over there. That's not too bad. All right, you can keep doing your magic. Elijah's breakfast. Elijah, tell us what you're having.
Peanut butter and honey and banana.
On your toast?
Yeah.
Oh, that's the best. That's my favorite too. Peanut butter, honey, and banana slices. Do you want me to?
Love banana.
Oh, you brought a ton of bananas to the table.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, here, you grab one and we can pull them apart. Ready?
at least I need bread.
Oh, pull hard. Oh, that was close.
Well, fell over backwards, Wesley.
All right, what are you having on your toast, sir?
Peanut butter and honey.
Peanut butter and honey. Okay. Zara, what about you? What are you gonna have on your toast? Same as Elijah.
I have a cold.
I hear that. There's been a bit of coughing around the house this morning. What are you having for breakfast?
Bread.
Bread?
Eggs.
Bread and eggs.
Yeah.
Are you gonna put anything on your toast?
Yeah.
What?
Peanut butter and honey.
Peanut butter and honey. That's the favorite. All right.
I'm gonna have butter and apple butter.
Butter and apple butter. That sounds good too. New jar of peanut butter here, and we buy the natural peanut butter, so it needs a good stir, and this is definitely a mom or dad job. Sometimes the kids will do it, but the amount of oil that ends up spilling down the sides of the peanut butter jar is not our favorite. So this one actually, Simeon, this one's actually not too bad. It doesn't have near as much like oil at the top as they sometimes do. I just made myself a smoothie. In this smoothie I'm out of almond milk right now, so I put cow's milk in there, cottage cheese, frozen strawberries. Because low carb was kind of thrown out the window with my cow's milk, this might sound silly, but because I'd added cow's milk anyways, I was like, whatever, it's not gonna be low carb. I threw a half banana in there too. I took a little sip of it and I'm really enjoying the flavor of the banana in there. And then also my whey vanilla protein powder and a scoop of collagen as well. I am also going to have some eggs. I am just working on reheating them because it's been a minute since the kids ate, but I did cook up, it was a dozen eggs we did this morning, so there is lots here. I'm just waiting for that to warm up a little bit. And when I do this, when I have my protein smoothie for breakfast and eggs on the side, I added it up yesterday because I had a very similar breakfast yesterday. I had my smoothie and then I had boiled eggs. I had 3 boiled eggs. I added it up and it was between 55 and 60 grams of protein. So great start to the day. I know that it said that you should have about your body weight in protein each day. I've never really counted closely, but just yesterday out of curiosity, I counted for my breakfast. Breakfast and dinner, I'm pretty good at getting a lot of protein in, but that's kind of my focus health-wise right now because protein is so filling and it's so good for you. It's a very important, underestimated, I think, importance to a healthy life, a healthy body. So my eggs should be about warmed up here. This cast iron is nice because I kept it on the element, and sorry, I'm not even showing my face. So it's actually kept quite warm over this last half hour since the kids ate. I just watched that clip back and had to correct one thing I said. I think this goes without saying, but in case I get any comments on it, I'm just gonna clarify it right now. I said that you're supposed to have your body weight in protein a day. You're not supposed to have your body weight in protein, but whatever your number is, you know, if you weigh 150 pounds, you should be having about 150 grams of protein per day. Just to clarify, so no one comes on here saying, what? I'm supposed to have 150 pounds of protein? No. There's my breakfast. I've got my scrambled eggs, my smoothie, my vitamins here. So this one is just a women's multivitamin. This one is magnesium, and then these guys are turmeric. I also just put some Himalayan sea salt into this water. So once a day I have a glass of salt water, usually in the morning. I just finished a workout first thing this morning. So just to replenish from sweating, to replenish that, I do drink, it's like 1/8 teaspoon of sea salt that I put in there. So I'm going to put all this into my body, and then in just a minute I'll make some coffee too. This is what we use most often, is this Kirkland Signature Blend. What does it say? 100% Colombian. We do have a couple of other specialty flavor coffee from time to time for like special days, but usually on the daily, it's this one. We really like this one. I need to keep count though. I believe that's 6 scoops. Let's do a little more just for good measure. One of my favorite parts of the day, even though, or maybe I should say, also because it's combined with us starting our school day. I always pour my coffee and then we sit down and start school. The girls are off doing schoolwork in the other room, so I've got the boys with me today. I baked another loaf of sourdough bread this morning, so I'm going to slice this up. I'm gonna do I've got an onion, half a tomato in here. This is the sandwich meat I got last time I was at Costco, so we'll do butter, mustard for some of us, and then over here I just have a head of lettuce that's just drying in here. I don't even think we're gonna do raw veggies on the side. We'll just do these sandwiches, and with the tomatoes and lettuce on them, that'll be a well-rounded enough lunch. If you're done, you guys, you need to get all your stuff cleared off the table because it's just about time to get the table set here for lunch.
Mom?
Yep.
Are you doing a video with music? Is that why we're allowed to talk?
Am I gonna do this video with music? Probably not. It's okay if everybody hears us talking and hears you guys
Well, you're taking a
working
video
on
right
school.
now. That's why
I am taking a video right now, but it's okay.
That's fine.
I really want, I'm actually thinking maybe for Mother's Day, I'm gonna ask for a bigger knife because my knife is this size. And before I made sourdough loaves, it was just fine. I had no complaints. But because I make these big loaves now, I would like a knife that I can just go the entire way across, because what happens sometimes when I slice my loaf, you can kind of see on that one, I kind of cut it halfway on one side, cut it halfway on the other, and then try to meet in the middle. And it just doesn't make the cleanest slice. So, but it looks really good, doesn't it? Lots of nice bubbles there in the middle. We're just gonna bring everything to the table like this, and everyone can assemble their own sandwiches. We've got our bread, buttered, mustard, all this meat, cheese, tomatoes, onion for the few of us who want onion on our sandwich, and lettuce. This is one of our favorite sandwiches with how much I've been making sourdough bread lately. This is such a great way to eat fresh sourdough bread. There's my monstrous sandwich, and yes, it's gonna be a mess when I eat it. Let's squish it down a tad. It's got everything on there. Meat, cheese, tomato, lettuce, onions. Delish. A couple times a year I can order these Sample Source coupon or freebie boxes. It's just online, and I think it's just twice a year, but you fill out this little profile and they'll send you some freebies. These are the 2 freebies that came that I am going to have. Actually, I don't even know. These actually don't look that good to me. Typically I like Welch's fruit snacks, but the fact that they're full of juice, I'm actually not going to eat that. One of the kids will. But just a second, I am going to eat this. I love the RX bars. They're just very simple, clean ingredients. I've never tried the blueberry flavor, so I'm gonna have that for a snack Yes, I am gonna have this bar, but I thought I'd have some yogurt too, so I just put a couple spoonfuls of this plain Greek yogurt into my bowl, a little bit of honey, vanilla, and cinnamon. My second coffee, I was just reheating there. We just got home from being out for a bit this afternoon. A couple of the kids had swim lessons. We went and played at the park for a bit. It was a rainy start to the day, but now it's still overcast, but it's nice and mild. So we were out for a while and got home just now, and it's time for me to get going on dinner. This recipe I'm making tonight is a soup. It is amazing. It's very quick and easy, thankfully, because it's already like 5:15, but for how delicious and I guess decadent this soup is, I think that's an appropriate word, it's amazing how quick and easy the prep is. So I have a package of sausages here. I took them out of the freezer this morning, stuck them on my counter, and I just dripped a whole bunch of water all over my foot. But I was going to just dry everything off here. I was going to take out just half of those sausages and put the rest back into the freezer. And then I thought, no, you know what? I think I can really easily just make a big batch of this soup, and it should be enough for tonight's dinner and tomorrow's too. So sausage, spinach, chicken broth, onions, whipping cream. That's basically what this recipe is. So I'll get it started and show you the process. Nothing like filming a full day of food to realize some of the random snacking I do. It always seems to be dinner prep time when I start making dinner, and I'm hungry and I just can't wait a few more minutes. I did just eat a couple of those, and I don't want to say it too loudly because I don't want the kids to come up and realize that they're really hungry too. But on that note, I should say, so I don't always show what the kids eat for snacks. I don't always show that. But the kids did, as I said, we ran out for a bit this afternoon, and so I do buy granola bars for when we're on the go, and so each of the kids just grabbed a granola bar. I think they all did. Actually, Elijah went for a run this afternoon and he came home and had a protein shake. The other kids had either protein bars or a granola bar or something like that. So they have been fed too this afternoon. We've got all the sausages out of their casing, and so Elijah's just getting those all fried up. This is the big Costco bag of spinach, and then this is bone broth. I took this out of the freezer. Yeah, I could can it too, but sometimes it's just easier to freeze it. So I made this a couple weeks ago, froze it. Now for our spices, here's what we've got. We've got pepper, salt, garlic powder, onion powder, and then just a little bit of these red pepper flakes, like just a sprinkle. We've got, what did I tell you, a cup and a half? Cup and a half of whipping cream going into the soup now.
Okay, that's about right.
Okay. And then you can just stand it up to the side, and what happens, because it's such a thick cream, you can just stand it to the side there. It'll kind of cool at the bottom, and you'll be able to pour more in just a minute. Put the rest of the whipping cream back into the fridge. And then we're gonna just let this come to a boil, and we'll add the spinach to it after it comes to a boil. I'm trying to decide if I should do this entire bag of spinach. This entire bag. I kind of think I will. We'll do a little bit at a time, Elijah, and then we'll just see how it's going, but I kind of want to do all of it. Time to add the spinach. We're just coming to a boil here. So I'm just going to add a little bit at a time. We're doing it, all the spinach. This is a full pound of spinach. And then once this is mixed in, last few pieces there, I am gonna let this simmer for a little bit, I don't know, 10 minutes or something, before I serve. And this soup, so many veggies packed in. but it's been a little while since I've made it, so I could be wrong, but I'm quite sure everybody in the family enjoys this soup. So it's a great way to get lots of spinach in. The soup is all ready. You definitely could add a thickener like cornstarch or flour or something. But we usually just eat it like this. This recipe is actually from the Trim Healthy Mama cookbook, and so they say to use glucomannan, I think you say it, to thicken the soup, but we've always just eaten it like that. It's delicious. And you know, 3 meals a day eating sourdough bread, why not? So we just sliced up more of that loaf from earlier, and you just need some toast, some nice warm buttered toast to go along with soup, and so that is what we're gonna have. I need to start serving this because it is piping hot. It'll take a minute to cool down. The kitchen is all clean behind me. Well, dishes are mostly put away. With kids washing dishes, you know, sometimes some dishes have to be rewashed. So there's a few things still in there. And I am feeling snacky tonight, but I'm not hungry. I'm not. I just need to say no. I'm not hungry. That dinner was filling and I am still quite full. But sometimes, you know, in the evening you just feel snacky anyways. But I know that I don't need anything tonight, so I'm going to pour myself a glass of water, brush my teeth, and be done eating for the day. I hope you guys enjoyed coming along and just following along with a full day of food for our family. This was a typical day for us. Yeah, I'm going to close this here. So thanks for watching. See you next time.